Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and beautiful human beings of this planet. I would like to say, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you're feeling good. Hope life has been treating you nice. And yeah, I can't lie, it's late. It's like 1:40, 30. But yeah, I can't lie. I was like, you know what? Before I go to bed, let me just do a little rant. Let me just do a little rant about relationships. So I was on Substack. Don't know if you guys know what that is. If you don't, get it. Delete TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I've deleted that shit for time. And I'll probably make another video explaining why social media is so detrimental to your growth. If you're a person who genuinely wants to see growth in your life, social media is something that you need to cut out. And yeah, that's a story for another video. But yeah, Substack, basically this app, I love it because it allows you to, it's like reading a book, you know? It's like a safe space to just journal, in a sense, but it's relatable. So I read this one thread talking about like relationship, and it just made me deep. Like, damn, like relationships and like in the current moment that I'm in, when I'm single right now, I'm absolutely single. Let's fuck, let's go, come on, and I'm happy. I've, like normally after coming out of relationships. This is not Mogi Mogi, by the way. Sponsor me though. Water. But yeah, normally after coming out of relationships, I feel like I tend to be in this state where um, I don't want to say depressed, but it's like I'm yearning for love. I need it. I'm craving for it. I'm dying for it. But what is that feeling? Like that need, that urge. You know, I stopped to ask myself, why? Like, do I have this urge and need? And then I looked and kind of reflected and realized, like, growing up, like, watching movies, seeing, like, glamorization of just, oh my god, love, amazing. And alhamdulillah, like, I'm grateful my parents, you know, their relationship was beautiful. I don't think every relationship is perfect, but to see how my dad and my mum love each other no matter what, and like the things that they go through, it inspires me. You know what I mean? I love and I care, and it's meaningful to me. It's not something that's just like for jokes. So, but yeah, to say that like you need to be in a relationship when you're so like at that young age. My first proper relationship was 15. We're just gonna rant about my relationships. Might as well. My first proper relationship was at 15, and at that age, I was still becoming conscious. In a sense, the person I was with was quite older than me, so she was very like she was well experienced when it came to relationships and shit. But for me, I didn't know anything. I went into that relationship. It wasn't the best relationship. Came out of that heartbroken, cooked, and then despite realizing how you know beautiful relationships can be, there was also that bad side to it that really affected me long term. And it's not that you choose to ignore it, because then you look for another relationship and you get to another relationship and you brush those same things, or those same things pop up again, and I don't know, love is a weird one because it's like you're in this trance where you can't see anything that's going on around you, and it's just mad, you know? But yeah, like relationships, the need to be with someone, I feel like in our day and age and the society that we live in, especially amongst a lot of younger people, and like the normalization of things that aren't that. I mean, I try to be as religious as I can. I'm not the most religious person, But yeah, when it does come to certain things, like I try to refrain from putting myself in those positions or scenarios or situations where I can be exposed to certain things that will lead me in a which path, you know what I mean? Especially when you're not in a relationship. Like a lot of the things and experiences that I've had have been with people when I've been in a long term relationship. Bar one. But that story for another day. But still, like I'm a committed person is basically what I'm trying to say. A lot of people nowadays they aren't committed because they feel I feel like they don't see the importance. You know, people rush into relationships, have this urge to have connection and to have love and touch and gifts, and like that's not what it's all about. And when older people tell you when you get married or when you get into a relationship, you're spending your rest of your life with that person. You wake up, you have to choose that person every day. No matter how much they piss you off, no matter how angry they make you or the disagreements you have, of course there's levels to it of which you should accept, but still like there will come arguments and all of these things that's natural, but also being able to handle it, maneuver it, not tolerate disrespect, but also be respectful. And it's just like there's so much to it that people don't recognize and think about, let alone putting themselves in a position where these things can come up when you're not even ready for it. I feel like that's just pure self-destruction, and that's what a lot of people are doing nowadays because that's all they know. They don't realize that the time you spend to yourself, learning yourself, and just like knowing who you are will allow you to kind of thrive in relationships more in a sense. Because I've had moments in relationships where I've even had to tell my partner that I need to take a step back just for a bit, just time to myself, and even reciprocated because we are human, and sharing your life with another person, that is energy taken. When you're alone, all that energy, that time, dedication is just for you. When you're with another person, you're sharing another person's world, another person's ideas, thoughts, feelings, emotions. You know what I'm saying? All of that is also yours, and all of your baggage is also theirs. And it's just like you come together. I love talking about love. I love love, but I feel like, yeah, as I'm not going to talk as a society, I'll talk for myself. I feel like for me, my personal opinion is just, especially right now, just taking the time to myself. Because I know that the time will come. I know that I'm still young. I know that, inshallah, though, I do really want to just settle down. You know what I mean? I'm very much I like to be comfortable. I like to be chill. But I feel like in this world that we live in, no one likes comfortability. I mean, people do like comfortability, but no one likes the fact that comfortability of being in a relationship comes with uncomfortabilities that you need to deal with. But at the same time, you need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. But I feel like when those uncomfortable moments come, people just start tweaking. They don't know how to react. They don't know what to do because they just don't know how to handle it. Insecurities, all of these things that can factor into the way a person can treat and kind of portray and put their own feelings onto another person, that can, like, I feel like one thing I've definitely clocked is that more and more people are just hurting more and more people, and more hurt people are hurting more people, and then there's just no one. Do you know what I mean? And it's really hard for the people who are trying to be like calm and good and like whatever, to like be have faith, to not have faith, like just to like have hope that there's something out there for them. Because guys like me, yeah. I mean, I don't want to blame it I don't want to blame on anyone. It's no one's fault. But like, I'll just say like, I've been in relationships. I've been treated shit. I've not saying that I'm the best person. I know I am not the best person. I know there's so many things that I need to improve on myself. But to say like, overall, when it does come to relationships, there are people who genuinely care, genuinely love, genuinely, you know what I mean? And then there's also people who genuinely just want to take advantage, use you, abuse you, all types of shit. And yeah, it's the harsh reality of the world, and being able to discern what is right for you and what is not. And I think it's very hard in this world that we live in because people are so deceitful. People, like, you have to really peel people's layers down and really break them down before you get to know them. That's what I do personally, and that's what I would recommend to anyone else. Before you allow someone into your life, really get to know who they are. Because even as a friend, you don't want someone to enter into your life and to hold you down from being who you want to be. And in relationships, you can kind of limit and shadow your purpose and who you want to be because you're so invested in caring for the person more than yourself, which I think is another major dilemma that I faced a lot in my relationships. I'm a very caring person. I feel like being a caring person is not a bad thing, especially when you find someone who's able to reciprocate. And I've had relationships where it has been reciprocated, but it's also a thing where I genuinely don't have hate in my heart. I'm just a loving soul, do you know what I mean? So when it does come to like disrespect and all of these things, sometimes I can just let it slide. I'm too nice, you know? And I'm trying to learn and understand and become more aware of these things and, you know, stand on business because at the end of the day, my goal in life is to be successful and to get places, and people are going to see me and who I am as a person, and probably create another video another day talking about protecting your energy, because this doesn't class just for relationships, this classes for everything. Like, if you don't protect your energy, people will see you and what you have and that aura that you have and want to just come suck all your energy and steal it. And it's happened to me many times. People have done it to me and maybe they don't even realize that they're doing it, but it happens. And yeah, I just think protect your energy is very key. Protect your energy covers so much, like, because it's not only you protecting yourself, your feelings, your emotions, whatever, it's also just, yeah. Oh, shit. I can't lie, I'm gonna end this one, but yeah, the yap was good. I hope you understand. I hope you, yeah.